Hello, everybody. As you can see, I am not in my normal space for a Devo again. We're getting ready to move. This is the best light in my house, but bear with me. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday so far. Easter has passed. Last week, Daniel told us about how tax day got an extension and that there's a day coming, end of days, where we won't get an extension. It's the finale. There's no more. So make sure you have your paperwork, your events, everything lined up in a row. But we have that extension on taxes right now because of COVID. You know, COVID has done some other stuff besides the tax extension. Or rather, it's made us realize some certain truths. One thing that is really this uneasy time has brought to my attention is I am not as big of an introvert as I like to claim. I feel that an introvert would be having a much easier time right now than I am. It made me realize that I do enjoy having human interactions. And it got me thinking about the early church. Both the ones, the one that we read about in Acts 2, which we can read about, but then also it makes me think about before that. It makes me think about the disciples. Jesus is still hanging out around with them, giving them some more lessons, some final farewells, but he's getting ready to ascend. And I can just imagine the apostles sitting around in a room or on their way to another city to go and tell other people about Christ. And they're just going, hey, you remember that time Jesus healed the blind man where he spit in the mud and he rubbed the mud in the guy's eyes? Yeah, it was pretty cool. Or, a little more humorous, hey, Peter, do you remember Jesus calling you the Rock? Do you remember how he asked you to get out of the boat? Did you maybe put two and two together? Or did it just kind of like the water go over your head? But in Acts chapter 2, we do get to see what the early church looked like. In the 42nd verse, it says, they devoted themselves to the apostles' teachings and to fellowship, to the breaking of bread and to prayer. So they had a sermon or some sort of teaching. They had fellowship. They had communion. They prayed together. Due to COVID, so many things have shut down. But I have a feeling. That when COVID goes away, which, knock on wood, right now, at least in the St. Louis and St. Charles area, according to the hospital reports I've been reading, the numbers are going down. I think I can say with a lot of certainty that a lot of people out there have a feeling of disconnect, have a feeling of being wanted, but not knowing where to get that from. I have a feeling that once COVID lifts, if we prepare, if we get ready for that fellowship that Christview, I know you guys can do, because I've seen it. It's great with the fellowship. But if we do it right, I think it's going to be one of the greatest revivals we might have seen in the church in a while. I think it's a chance for a great revival. But that's only if we prepare for it right now in the present. We got to get our hearts right. We got to get ideas together. But most importantly, we need to show the people that we love them. So, in the meantime, my prayer for you this week is that first off, you have a great week. I want you to have a great week. But more importantly, I pray that you're given the opportunity to tell somebody about Jesus, to show them the compassion and the love that he had for the blind man, for the children, even for the woman at the well. I hope you take that opportunity. God bless, and I hope to see you on Sunday. Have a great week.